Assalamu alaikum all. Good evening.
Walaikum assalam.
All right. Today is our second class for computer. We'll wait for a couple of seconds. Still, people are joining. All right. So आज अपनी सेकेंड क्लास है. कल नदीम सर लिए थे. आज आपको गौस सर क्लास लेंगे. जैसा कि कल इंट्रोडक्शन दे दिया गया था गौस सर का, तो आज गौस सर की क्लास रहेंगी. थोड़े कुछ पॉइंट्स है जो मैं आप लोग के सामने इन्फॉर्म कर दे के गौस सर को हैंड ओवर करता हूँ. The first thing is whenever you join, you need to in the chat you need to write your name, location, and the class. Three things you need to write: name, location, and you are studying in which a class, like 7th, 10th, or graduation, whatever it may be. You need to enter your qualification. Three things you need to write in chat and send to the host, that is Al Khair. This is the first thing. And the second thing is all the participants should be on mute, and they should not open their video. It is an humble request. Otherwise we can close that, but we don't want to disturb the class every time. And the third point is you should be active in group daily at 5 p.m. evening time. We'll enable the group to send your assignments. So from today we are going to give the questions also, so that you can write in A4 size paper or Word document if you have a system or laptop, and you can submit there with your ID or a name. All right, so these are the three things keep in your mind. First thing, whenever you join, you need to write your name, qualification, and location in the chat to the Al Khair host. And the second thing is you should not enable video or your audio, and you should not disturb the class. Third thing, you need to active, you need to submit your assignment evening 5 p.m. daily. Thanks for everyone joining the class. I hand over to Host sir. So Host sir, you can start. Yeah, brother Host sir, you can.
Actually, Subur sir.
Yes, go ahead, Shaz sir.
Okay. I think Gauss sir do not able to join. Please continue. Please continue, Subur sir. I inform after Gauss sir will take the class.
Okay, no problem. So maybe he's connecting something. Okay, till that we'll continue. So yesterday, guys, Nadeem sir has taken the class, and he explained about he motivated to all the students that they should come join regularly, and if any concerns like payment or if you are unable to connect or any issue, anything, Shahid Ansari sir will be there. You can reach him at any time, after the class or 5 p.m. you can call him and you can ask anything related to connectivity issue or whatever you have any notes, you can
Stop. Please move back.
and right. So apart from that, yesterday we have seen about uses of computer, where we are able to see the uses of computer. Generally we can find the computer in banks, shopping malls, anywhere, wherever we connect to buy, or if you want to eat also, you are using sometime mobile, or sometime you can use system for booking the cabs, all those things. the places we are using the computer. So today you will be going to learn about the definitions, what will be the computer definition, and what will be the input and output devices. So I have one more point I want to add here is, if you people sit along with the pen and paper or a book and pen, that will be the great, because the definitions whatever we will share, you can make a note of those definition, so that you can by heart those definitions. That will be the great. So I request everyone, whoever attending the class, please sit along with the pen and the paper. Um, so the definition of the computer is computer is an electronic machine. Everyone has is electronic. So computer is also an electronic machine. Now, what is the difference between the other electronic devices and the computer? So in definition, we can say computer is an
Your
electronic
voice is not clear.
which takes the input data and process the data according to the given instructions. So computer is not only the electronic machine, it has some different features, like which takes the input data. Computer will take the information and the inputs from the end user, the user who is using the computer. From him it will take the input uh, as an information from the end user. So it will take the input data and process the data. For example, if you want the answer, suppose 2 plus 2, if you want the answer, so you need to pass the input 2, and then you need to pass the plus whatever you need, like minus, subtraction, addition, multiplication. You need to press that key and number. So then only you will get the result. That is nothing but the input. And what it will do is, for example, 2 plus 2 you are saying, so the process it will do what, whenever you click a plus button, addition button, it will process that. Now I have to add those two numbers, like that. This comes under the process. We will see in the coming classes how the computer will process the data. So high level for understanding, computer is an electronic machine which takes the input data and process the data according to the given instructions. Nothing but, not only it will take just to 2, it will process the data according to your instruction. You are passing the input as an addition button, so it will add those number. If you pass the subtract button, then it will subtract the 2 minus 2, and it will provide you the result. That result we will call it as output. So this is the definition of the computer. Computer is an electronic machine. Generally we'll have all the electronic machines nowadays. Washing machine, electronic machine, everything is now electronic devices are there. Even kids are playing, that is also electronic devices are there. Remote car, all those things, everything is becoming electronic. So here difference is, we need to pass the input and it will process those by taking those input, and it provides the result, that is called the output. And it saves the data for future use. It will save your data, whatever result will be there, it will save, and it will use whenever you need that result, you can fetch that result. So this is the definition of the computer. All right. And so Shah sir is Ghaus sir
Yeah.
is ready.
Yes, Subbu sir. Gauss sir had
Okay.
joined.
Okay. Yeah, you can continue, Ghaus sir. Yeah, Ghaus, you can continue.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, start.
Allow me to make admin to share the file.
Yes, you can start. We have this time.
I'm
See,
waiting Shahid to make me admin so that I can share the file.
okay, let him to do. Till that, you can start interacting with the students.
Dear student, myself Muhammad Ghaus. As in yesterday, Subur sir has introduced about me. So I will be your instructor of computer course, the fundamental computer course. So you need to be attentive every day, and you must concentrate what I am teaching. So I have experience in this teaching of fundamentals, computer fundamental. So inshallah, I can help you. What is this subject? So yesterday's class, Nadeem sir has told something about uh, advantages of computer and all those things. So you can pose a question in the chat box as well, so that I can help you what you want to say, what you want to communicate with me. So first, coming to the computer, we know already it's an electronic machine, and Subur sir also was saying that regarding it. I couldn't connect from the laptop, so I'm giving message from my phone. There is a technical issue in downloading Zoom app in my laptop. So I will go through about it, and I will let you know about I will share the screen as well in next classes. I will be checking here now, right now, who are the online here. So I want to know how many people are using their laptop and how many people are using their mobile phone or tablet. Can you just write here who are using the laptop, or who are using the desktop, or who are using the mobile phone, so that I have the knowledge to speak what about it is. You can go and chat here and write anything. I'm waiting to write from you. No one is writing? Okay.
Brother Ghosa, they will enter this information along with their attendance. We can
Okay.
get those list in,
Okay.
because
Sir,
they can only chat with host only.
sir, only we can send a message to host. We can't send to
Yes,
you, sir.
exactly,
Yes, sir.
correct. So that's why along with the attendance they will mention. So we will uh, share those details in the next class with.
Okay. So I will be like something giving message in the dual form. I can have your questions along while along I'm giving the message also. So don't worry to post the question also in the chat box. Later I will ask Shahid sir to make enable to you post the question. So generally the computer, there is a generations in computer. In the olden days, the computer in the 1946 to 1959, they used vacuum tube. So that was the first computer. Maybe it was of the one room. If you visit to Usmania University, there is a computer like that. So it was very expensive, and large organization can afford about it. So second generation, they use the 1959 to 1965, they use the transistors. In the computer, they use transistors so that it is helpful. Rather than vacuum tube, it was good for them. So what was the second generation? We can see that. Fortran and COBOL language was used, and that was a multi-programming operating system. And next, they use third generation, IC. IC, what is IC? Can anyone tell? IC is integrated circuit, which is there in computers. It is very important that we should know what is IC. It is a chip. Actually, it is a chip we call, and it is made up of semiconductor. So transistors, resistors, and IC was used. So this was something good in speed and something in advancement compared to other. So what is the features? ICUs more reliable in comparison to previous two generations, smaller in size, generate less heat, faster, lesser maintenance, costly, AC required, consume lesser electricity, support.
दोनों अच्छे दोनों चाहे दोनों हाँ हाँ बोलना अरे आओ बोले कुछ दिन होता
Series.
मेरे को क्या क्या
The name of the computer. So what is fourth generation now? Coming to the fourth generation, it was in the 1971 to 1980. So computer fourth generation used very large scale integrated circuits. They
क्या बोला
used
क्या नहीं जा रहा
VLSI technology.
ठीक है सलाम बोलो मम्मी को
Shahid sir, you can meet these people who are making noise. So having about 5,000 transistors and other circuit element in that. Generally, it looks like this. You can see the image. So VLSI technology is used very cheap, portable and reliable use of PC, very small size, pipeline processing, no AC required because that doesn't generate the heat. Only fan is required. There is a fan in the cabinet. I will introduce you later. Concept of internet was introduced. Great development in the field of network computer become easily available. So example of is DEC-10. So star 1000 and all these things over the products. Fifth generation, what we are using till date. It was from the 1980 to till date. They use VLSI technology and ultra large scale integrated technology. If you are an electronics student, you will know what is VLSI technology, what is ultra large scale integrated large scale technology is this. And nowadays also surface mount technology is used. The mounting is also used on the chip on the board. So in general, based on the parallel processing hardware and AI, that is artificial intelligence software, and is emerging branch in the computer field, and interpret the means of method of making computer think like human beings. All the high level languages like C and C++, etc. used in this generation. So it is used in the robotic neural networks, game playing, development of expert system to make decision in real life situation, natural language understanding and generation. So these are the features of fifth generation. So ultra high technology is used. Development of artificial intelligence, development natural processing, advance in parallel processing, advance in superconductor technology, more user-friendly interface with multimedia features, available of very powerful and compact computer at cheaper rates. Some computer types of this desktop nowadays we are using laptops, notebooks, ultrabooks, Chromebooks. These are the example of the nowadays. So computer fundamentals. Who is writing this? Don't write, Abdul Aziz. So PC. What is PC? It's a single user computer system having moderate powerful microprocessor. It's nothing but the PC specification. Workstation. It is also a single user computer system similar to personal computer, however has more powerful microprocessor. Mini computer, what it is a multi-user computer system capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Mainframe, It is a multi-user computer system capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Software technology is different from mini computer. Supercomputer. It is an extremely fast computer which can execute hundreds of million of instruction per second. So PC, you can see the picture of PC, how it looks. This is the picture of PC. Generally, this is the picture of PC. So nowadays it is very useful. We see Dell, Hewlett and Packard, HP laptop, Sun Microsystem. These are the brands. These are the companies are making this. So workstation will be like this. You can see at work a lot of computers are used. If you go to MNC office also, the people sit side by side and use a computer, and it is used in CAD and CAM. CAD is computer aided design, all these things. So workstation generally come with the large high resolution graphics screen, large amount of RAM, inbuilt networks, support graphical user. Most workstation also have masked storage device such as disk drive, but special type of workstation called diskless workstation comes without a disk drive. Common operating system for the workstation is Unix and Windows NT. Like PC workstation are also single user computer like PC, but are typically linked together to form a local area network, which is LAN. So mini computer just looks like this. What you can see here, I'm pointing. This is mini computer. So mini computer is very large. Sorry, mainframe is very large in size. So mainframe computer is just, we will see, this is the mainframe, very large in size. Actually, Facebooks and this YouTube, they use mainframe. They have a server like this, and they store data in large amount. If you go on YouTube, there is large amount of in gigabyte. So they use like this. Supercomputers are the one of the fastest computer currently available. Supercomputer are very expensive and employed for the special application that requires immense amount of mathematical calculation. That is used for nuclear energy research, electronic design, analysis of geographical data, and weather forecasting and animation and all those things. So generally speaking, how can I remove this? Okay. Generally speaking, computer has input, storage, processing data, output in information, and control workstation. As Subur sir was saying, what is input, what is storage, what is output, and all those things. So general computer block diagram looks like this. The block diagram of computer looks like this. I'm sorry, wait. The general block diagram of computer. Don't write on the screen, please. CPU.
Voice is not coming.
Am I visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who can see the CPU block diagram? Can anyone see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, we can.
What?
Sir, we are able to see.
Okay. This is generally the CPU block diagram. If you maintain the nodes, I will instruct you guys to maintain the nodes. How many of people are having the notes and like pen and paper or book with you in the class? Who has arranged that
Yes,
thing?
sir, we have.
Sir, with
Sir,
me.
we have,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we have. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I too have.
This is a very important, very much important CPU block diagram. If anyone asks you
Sir, can you
anywhere,
zoom the
what is,
diagram?
okay, what is the block diagram of CPU? Anyone asks you, you have to say this is the CPU block, computer block diagram. So what is the input is there, and you can see the arrow to the cabinet, all this CPU, and there is output is going outside. In that, memory unit is there, and control unit is there, and arithmetic and logical unit is there. So before it is, there is a peripheral inputs and output system. So I will go through what is input first. The process of entering data and instruction into the computer. You can see the arrow is going. It is just the process of entering data, what you type from keyboard. Okay, and into the system, that is, and storage. The storage data is also there. Saving data and instructions so that they are available for processing and when required. If you go to the bank, they will take your book, passbook, and they will write some,
Yes, sir.
they will do some transaction. They store your information for next time you come. So in a computer, there is a storage is also there. So processing data, what is it? I will come to CPU each blocks later. What is memory unit, control unit, arithmetic and logical unit? So performing arithmetic and logical operation on data is in order to convert them in useful information. So what is storage? It performs the arithmetic and logical operation. Can anyone say what is arithmetic? What is arithmetic?
Sir, maybe
Can anyone
calculations.
say me what?
Sir, calculations, maybe.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. This comes in arithmetic. So what is logical operation? Can you say? What is logical operation? Anyone can say.
And or.
Logical operation. Yes, yes, yes. And
Sir,
or
we
is
give mind
the
and we get response.
can you mute who is playing the
Are unable to hear. Sir, unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The logical operation is and or not. Okay. The logic is yes or no as well is the logic. Okay. So if anyone says you go and bring the from teacher sends you to go and bring from the staff room duster and the chalk piece, you go and bring both and is there. You if the teacher says you go and bring duster either like or the chalk, so you bring any of it, it is also true. So don't bring anything anything, it's not operation. So on data is ordered to convert them in useful information. This kind of a information is there in computer or logical operation. Logical is also considered the rational, what the mind, we think with mind. So output information, the process of producing in,
screen.
okay, don't do please, anyone who is doing this. The process of producing useful information or the result for the user, such as printer, report, or usual display. This is the output. If I asked in some student what is the output, what is the input, he replied me in a humorous way. The thing which is visible is the in output, and which are the inside the computer, which is the input. So it is a humorous way. He said he don't know that, he just guessed that, but it is not like that. What is output? The process of producing useful information or result for the user, such as printer, reports, or visual display. Printed report, we take from the printer, it is the output. So it is the output. And we listen to something from the
Sir,
speaker.
can you zoom off, zoom out?
Yes, sir. It would be better.
This you want to say, see?
Total page I want to see, sir.
Okay. Okay, this is how I can zoom, that's it. Okay, the
Yes, sir.
control, okay, the workflow directs the manner and sequence in which all the above operations are performed. So this is it. Function of this is to direct the manner and sequence in which all the operation is performed. So coming to what is the units, like this unit contains devices. I will ask you to jot down. If you have the pen and paper, please note this diagram.
Sir,
Okay.
only diagram. Only diagram.
Okay, it's important.
Already did, sir.
Explanation you can consider by you can write with own. If I explain, just write down this diagram. Draw down this diagram, and you have to draw as it is. Don't make a lines on the paper like this, but you have to make a rectangular box like this. Each you have to give 2 arrows in the memory unit and control unit. It's communicating. You have to give 2 arrows, and upside and downside communicate.
Diagram. I can't see
Now-
diagram.
Now you can see.
Yes. Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. Able to.
If anyone is completed with drawing, you can. I will proceed.
Over, sir. Drawing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Over, sir.
Over.
You may proceed.
More 30 seconds.
Can we show, sir?
Half second. Okay.
You may proceed, sir.
Okay. So this
Yes,
unit
sir, we
contains
have done.
devices with okay, which we enter data into the computer. This unit creates a link between the user and computer. The input devices translate the information into form of understandable by the computer. So CPU. So CPU is. Can anyone read what is the CPU? I'm just showing the slide here on this. Can anyone read?
CPU, Central Processing Unit.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
CPU is considered as brain of
Computer CPU perform all the types of data processing operations. It stores data, intermediate result, and interaction. It controls the operation of all parts of the computer.
Okay. What is the CPU? It's the brain of the computer. So what is the brain of a human being, which is there in the skull of our head? So we say brain. Huh? So जिसको अपन दिमाग अकल बोलते, okay? So this is the brain of a computer, is the CPU. So CPU performs all type of data processing operation. What it does, data processing operation it does, and it stores data. Second thing, it stores the data. First, it processes the operation. Second thing, stores and intermediate results. It links with the result. What it is, the result is there, he will give, and instructs programs. It controls the operation of all parts of the computer. CPU itself has following three components. So what is that? ALU. ALU is arithmetic logic unit. I told you to draw in the block diagram what is ALU, arithmetic logic unit. It's ALU.
Done, sir, done.
And memory unit. So we have RAM like this, random accessible memory in the computer. Hard disk is all there. So it stores the information. It comes in the memory unit. Okay. Control unit. We have the control unit as well. It does control operations and all those things. So what is the, and there is also output unit. I have told about the input unit, and there is output unit also. Output unit consists of device with the help of which we get the information from the computer. Unit is the link between the computer and user. The output device translates the computer's output into the form of understandable by user. So we see on the screen that is also output. What we,
sir, you can manage from your side who is lining on the screen. You can manage and you can stop from your side and you're sitting. You can change this.
okay. So this is about the thing. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. How many are using their pen and book so that they can write all those things? What if anyone want to ask anything, you can ask about this topic.
Sir, how logic gates will work, sir?
So the logic gate theory is different. You have to understand in the computer organization all those things. But we are dealing with computer fundamentals and hardwares. How it works is that the gates theory is there. It is a digital electronics. So there is a 0 and 1. Binary system is there in that. So if you write 0, 0 means 0. If you write 0, 1, that means 1. If you write, the output comes as in the AND logic gate as a 0. If you write 1, 0, 0, output comes 0. If you write 1 and 1, then only it gives in AND gate, the 1 output is 1. In OR gate, you will get either any one should be on, like 0 or 1, 1 or 0, it will give logic output as 1. If you give 1, 1 as well in the binary form, it will give 1. So there is a truth table of this. In later classes, I will explain. Now the meeting is going to come end. So I will request all of you to attend the class with book and the paper.
Okay, sir. Okay,
sir.
Okay. So you can attend class in proper formal way. Okay. Okay.
Sir? Okay, sir.
Ask me the question.
Sir, can I ask you a question, please?